Alright, so examples here. I'm going to start with number 8. So these say to solve the equation by extracting square roots. So the problem is 2 times x minus 5 squared is equal to 17. So I need to get x by itself.
Multiply by 2, right? I mean, divide. No. Ignore everything I just said.
Divide was right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I was
And then how do I undo the square root or the square?
right. Take the square root.
So x minus 5 is equal to
Square
Is it plus or minus?
I almost died.
Yeah, I was going to see if y'all were going to catch that.
Did you get a cookie point?
No, I
No, she purposely
was waiting for y'all to tell me what the answer was, and I was seeing if y'all were going to remember
What's
that you
cookie
had.
point?
Oh, she
The
wasn't
point
there.
that-
Oh.
We talked about them.
Wait,
Any-
we have one.
If she makes
That's
a
your class.
mistake-
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story about that later. Okay, so every time I make a mistake that y'all catch, you earn a cookie point.
I'm gonna get cookies.
And we need.
And
to
then
have
after
really
10
good-
points, you get a pack of cookies to split between the class.
And Precal has 1 point right now.
Which I need to put up here because I was trying to figure out what class it was the other day.
You got one cookie full.
Did anyone get cookies last year?
Oh, yeah.
Is it only for pre-cal?
Last year I only did it for pre-cal, but this year I decided I was going to do it for all the classes.
Wow.
So you're saying that stats and pre.
Oh, we can get
both
2
We
cookies.
get it both on the same day. 2 things of cookies in one day. That's a bit much.
Alright, we have to get stats up now. We need you to make a mistake so we can catch it.
Yeah.
The thing about stats is I pretty much have them all worked out ahead of time, so
True.
it's a little less likely.
Oh, well, that just means Brooke, Maddie, and Sarah don't get cookies. The rest of us will. Oh, and Melcher. But Melcher has like 3 other
But
classes.
stats is the class that I also will bring lunch for one day this year.
Oh, so we get food anyway.
Yeah.
Good.
I usually do Chinese food one
But
day.
I'm not stats because
Oh,
Chinese food is not in it for me.
They're right.
I don't
I
know.
was-
Isabel's class all wanted Chinese, and then last year some wanted Chinese and some wanted Chick-fil-A.
Wait, have
So
a
I
quick
did
question.
like a
Is
split.
that the answer?
Yeah.
You can just leave 2 under the article.
I'm fine with it.
I'm proud of you, Bertha.
You should.
And really, you shouldn't necessarily leave them written together, the 5 plus or minus, but it's fine. Just know that's technically not the right way to leave it.
I probably
But
could have told you this earlier, but technically I am doing chapel again, so I technically have to leave a bit earlier.
that's fine.
Oh my gosh, are the songs sad? Because I'm
No,
literally,
it's
calm
promises
down.
and death was rested.
We chose them in Bible class.
I'm literally gonna cry during promises.
That's
gonna
okay.
be
It's
sad.
I cried
next
last
year, we'll cry
chapel.
together.
They
Okay?
won't make fun of you.
No, this is why I didn't remember. Oh, well, I actually didn't purposely not. Oh man, my eyes look sad.
I don't have mascara.
I literally, I'm not even gonna lie to you
I
guys.
have mascara
This is
in
on
my car.
video. I didn't open a textbook last night. I literally was so dizzy. I literally went to bed at like 8:30. I couldn't see anything.
Are you
The
sure
whole
this-
world was spinning.
Are you sure
My
that-
grandma was scared I was gonna die. And I was like, fine, I'm going to sleep.
So it isn't this. I don't know what that could be.
All right. Well, this one.
Stupid school.
Same instructions.
Oh,
Take the square root. Sorry.
It's
oh, if
13.
it equals plus or minus 13, which means that you can set it's 2x plus 3 is equal to 13, or 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 13,
I
and
could
then you
not
keep
write
solving
that this
after
fast.
I understood that. This is easy.
That's what I said about the last quiz, and
You
then.
don't want to jinx it.
I was literally so mad about
X
that.
It wasn't so much that for you, it wasn't so much that you didn't know. It was that there was little mistakes within the problems.
Literal idiot.
Which,
now.
like,
Actually saw that.
Wait, you're
it just
quizzing
makes
her
me so
interview now?
irritated.
Yeah,
It's so sad.
I haven't looked
I
at
didn't
it
even
since it
look.
says anything.
I just can't give them back because there's people that haven't taken it.
All done.
2x
Sorry,
equals
guys.
10, and then x equals 5.
And then
You
the
know
other
what,
one
it
is
just-
2x equals negative 16, and then
I wish
x
I could
equals
take
negative 8.
testing quizzes
Yeah,
over
we're
the
done.
weekend because, like, literally, I just have so much to do in the 5 days of school. It's just so much easier to take them over the weekend.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
when you go
I
into
just
the
want to
first
say, Hope makes my problem seem like insignificant. Like mine, just like my dad's out of
It's
town.
okay. My mom might be coming home this weekend, and then my life is back to normal. So,
I'm so happy.
well, not really, but
It'll be getting there.
it'll be getting there. Yeah. I just literally need it. I just need some time. A week.
Just the time.
Miss Marshall literally said, she was like, "Oh, no, it's fine. She can hear it. It doesn't matter. Even if she watches the video." Literally said, "Yeah, your best luck would be for the volleyball team to get quarantined, so then you only have to worry about school." And I said, "No, that's not okay."
Well, we're all close to herd immunity anyway. It'd only be 2 people.
I was gonna say there's only like 2 or 3 that even could.
It'd be like
possibly at this
Caroline
point.
No, okay. I
Caroline
think
does
Well, I can't. I can. Never mind. I
Oh,
can
yeah,
share
yeah,
later,
that's
but
fine.
not right now.
I can probably think of them.
Did I really?
Oh yeah, I got it.
There's
But
too
I
many
meant the
X's
first
in
one you
this
said. I
problem.
can explain.
Yeah.
There are too many X's in this
Oh.
problem.
number
All right.
14.
This one, okay. These ones say to solve the equation by completing the square. Okay.
Oh.
So we need to move this 9 over. Okay, this isn't something that factors directly, so we're going to move the 9 over to the other side, and we're going to leave a spot for a box.
I remember the thingy. Wait. You square the middle one or something? Is it multiplied by 2? It's all plus a box, guys.
I don't know how to.
All right, so you're going to, in order to complete the square, you have the middle term and square it. So 5/2 squared. And then remember, this factors nicely into maybe x plus 5/2 squared is equal to, now this is going to end up being 25 over 4. And so to get this 9 over 4, just to make life a little easier, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it, okay, by 4. So that's 36 over 4. I'm going to combine these on the right to get 61 over 4. Yep, I'm going to take the square root now. So x plus 5/2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 61 over 2. Okay, I just went ahead and took the square root at the bottom just to try to not have to write so much.
Did you write a whole bar over it? I literally wrote a whole bar over it.
All right, and then as far as this, I'll just let you leave the answers as plus or minus, okay, within it. So we just need to subtract the 5/2, so x is equal to negative 5/2 plus or minus the square root of 61 over 2. And then because they both have a denominator of 2, I can combine them to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 61 all over 2. Okay, if you were to leave it up here, okay, that's okay. But the official right way to write it is is this bottom one. Apparently words aren't working for me today.
How many more examples do we have?
Well, I'm looking because apparently I backtracked when I did them before, and so I'm trying to go back and see. All right, let's do 17. I know it's an odd one, but let's just do it anyways. I think.
It's gonna be a long one.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it. I don't care.
Oh, I think I know how to do this actually.
All right. So we've got, still completing the square, 2x squared minus 7x plus 9 is equal to x minus 3 times x plus 1 plus 3x.
You
There's too
FOIL
many
and then
X's.
combine like terms, right?
Yep. So is that x squared minus 3x plus 1x, so minus 2x minus 3 plus 3x.
And then you combine all your like
So,
Is this for review or something?
no, this is a whole section.
I know, but is it review of stuff we learned?
Yeah.
That's always like the first quarter of school. It's kind of like reviews.
X squared plus x minus 3.
Yeah. And then obviously you move everything.
You already wrote it down, that's okay.
So then you it becomes X.
And since I know I have to complete this square, I'm going to go ahead and just do my box and move the 9 the other direction.
How do you get the x minus?
2x squared minus x
You
squared.
already. Okay.
And then negative 7x minus x.
It's negative 7, guys, not positive. Make sure you write it correctly.
Are we doing examples the whole time, or are we gonna have some time at the end?
Probably pretty much do it the whole time.
I forget because it ends early too.
So are we gonna have homework?
I'm gonna be so caught up this week. I'm gonna this weekend get everything done.
Yes, you will.
I
text
will
you.
just not.
All right, so what goes in the box?
8 divided by 2 is 4, so 4 squared. So like 16. You can probably just leave it as 4 squared because it really doesn't matter if it's squared.
Yeah. So the benefit of leaving it squared is you know exactly what is your
Are you
factor.
always gonna divide the middle 1 in half?
It's always half the middle term squared.
Oh.
So would it be like x minus 4, all of it squared? Like the whole thing?
It's equal to 4. And then what?
X minus 4 is equal to the plus 1, and the positive or negative 2. I was gonna write it all out, but I was like, that's kind of dumb. And then you said like x minus 4 is equal to 2, or x minus 4 is equal to, yeah, okay.
And then we just need to move stuff over. So x is equal to 6 or x is equal to 2.
And then we're done.
I'm gonna say I had gone back last year and I did 1 through 6, which is to solve the equation graphically by finding the x-intercepts and then confirm by using factoring. I'm not gonna do that because, I mean, yes, that's a good method that does work, but I would just assume y'all be able to do these other ones. And considering we're kind of behind from starting a week late and then having to go back and redo everything from week 2 of school, we're gonna get rid of those. So, I'm just gonna do one more example. I'm gonna do a quadratic formula example, and I'm just gonna do one of those since it's literally just plugging it into a formula, and then we'll be done.
Stupid formula. I really don't like it.
Alright, so this one is 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So just as a refresher here, I'm going to write the formula negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, so negative b, okay, remember that b is negative here in the problem, so that's going to make this first term be positive. So 3 plus or minus the square root of -3 squared. So do y'all have any opposition if I go ahead and do the 3 squared and just write it as 9? We're okay with that? Okay. Just wanted to make sure we're seeing everything. All right, and then 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is 1, all over 2 times a is 2.
4.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and write it as 4. I was going to, and then I had already written the 2, and then I was like, yeah, whatever. All right, so then we've got 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 8, so 1
Why
over
is it,
4.
Oh, it's minus, guys. It's minus 4.
So we've got 3 plus 1 over 4, or 3 minus 1 over 4. So 1 or 1/2. Do we agree?
Yes.
Do we need to see another one of those, or are we okay?
How come you can take the 1 out of the thing?
Because just the square root of 1 is just 1. Because you could have as many 1s underneath as you want, and it's still going to be equal to 1.
Also, those pictures you took yesterday were really cute.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked them. I know Alyssa reminded me. She was like, "Can you send me the pictures?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, give me a second."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'll just send them to everybody, so I don't have to send them to."
I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden my phone went off once, and I picked it up, and it just kept going off. And I was like, "This is really kind of scary."
Well, I was at Kenny's house doing stuff, so I didn't know if they were actually gonna go through. So then I was glad when people started responding. I was like, "Oh, good. I guess they went through." All right.
They all went through really fast. It just kept going off repeatedly. It was really, really scary.
I'm gonna give you guys 18 because I realized what happened was I had given 17 as a homework problem, and then the next day I went over it in class, so that's why I had it in my notes, but I didn't realize that initially. So I'm gonna give you guys 18, so it's one that's similar that you can try on your own, and then
A quadratic. No. Thank you.
21. And then 47 and 51, you can choose your favorite. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can't give you 51. I lied.
Did she give us 20?
I can only give you 53 if you can, or 51 if you could graph, so not that one.
I can't graph, sorry.
Okay, I'm just going to give you 47 and 48 because those are the only two that we've done stuff similar to that are worth you doing. So, anyways, that's all for this section. There is only 15 minutes left, but I think you could probably knock out at least a few of them and not have that much to do later.